Hello, you lovely people. No respawns here. Hope you're doing well. So I'm currently just outside of Dolly Sod's campground. And in this video, what I'm going to do is, I've mentioned in my previous videos some effective ways unlocking settlement plans, specifically for, getting furniture and, saves you having to spend loads of money actually, kind of buying these things because they're quite expensive. And the most effective way is actually to farm the public workbenches. They're really, those of you who don't know, these are really easy to spot. There'll be these little, easy one to speak here. There'll be these little hammer and spanner, hammer and wrench little symbols. There are quite a few of them. I'll go through each one in a second. And when you get near one, you'll usually get an event quest, which is claim the workshop at X and Y. So I'm going to do that. Very important whenever you do this to make sure you always have this quest active. Otherwise, you won't actually get any rewards. So you'll pay 25 caps. Sometimes I think it's actually up to 40 caps, but generally it's no higher than that. And as you can see, unowned workbench claiming. Now I can actually be attacked in PvP right now. However, as long as no one's around you, you should be good to go. Just as an FYI, if it's an already claimed workbench by someone, they're still on the server, they will actually get a notification and can teleport over and, beat you up. So just as a pre-warning. So I've just claimed this, and I'm going to get a reward. I'll just wait for the reward to happen, obviously, because they like to really wait with the quests. What have we got? Fiber optics, script yard, backyard grill. I don't know if I have that one. You actually get a lot of experience. That's another thing about this. Doing these, just kind of like going around doing all these, is a really, really effective way of leveling up as well. It's a bit more of an interesting way compared to, say, which a lot of people do, which is, kind of farming all the mobs, which is what those guys are doing right now. Farming all the mobs at the White Spring Resort. So now what happens is, every time you claim one of these as a quest, and every time you defend one of those, which will happen in a sec, you unlock a plan. Now, I do have that one. As you can see, I have loads of plans. That is because I've just been spending ages farming these, trying to get the rarer ones. So I'm just going to wait around a bit, but we'll get a defense. And it'll be still... Usually you have to walk around. It might take like a few minutes. So while I'm doing that, I'm going to put some defenses. I've actually got a little... actually, what do they have in terms of the resources? So they've got wood, mineral, lead, gold. None of these things that I use. Have I got the quest yet? It'll happen in a sec. Okay, so let's just put some defenses down because I already know where they are anyway. So I have this little blueprint. I haven't actually got the home defense thing. I really need to get the home defense because these turrets are going to be absolutely useless on the enemies, so it's fine. Just as an FYI, I've mentioned this, I believe I've mentioned this before, but whenever you see all of the resources in green, that means it's using the workshop resources, not yours, so then you don't have to worry about using up any of your stuff. So basically just go sick is what I'm saying. I should get a quest any minute now. It's usually a few minutes. Just as a warning, the reason why I know it's going to be any minute, well, is it has a habit of happening when you leave the area, and it's a bit of a pain in the arse. So I'm just going to... I'm not going to use it anymore. I'm just going to walk away, and it'll probably ask me to defend it. The defenses range from anything from just, like, fighting off one Scorch Beast, which is if you're really unlucky, to loads and loads of waves of different kind of enemies. So it just can be a whole thing. It's usually within the first few minutes of claiming it. I don't exactly know what the trigger is, but it will usually be quite quick. We just have to sort of amble around and see. You know what I'll do? I will stop recording, and then I'll start recording again once I've actually gotten the thing come up. 2 secs. Right, so as you can see, it's just counting down right now. What I did is I fast-traveled to my camp and then fast-traveled back. Basically, by the time I fast-traveled to my camp for the first time, all of the enemies appeared. So in this instance, I've got rad toads. Fortunately, they're quite low level. They can really, really vary how tough the enemies are. Sometimes you can get really, really tough stuff. Sometimes it's, really shitty rad toads. At one point, I did actually get a Scorch Beast, which was honestly not worth it. After I've just killed these guys, I'm just going to demonstrate something. Come here, you. Yes, there we go. Oh, I leveled up as well. Ding. Now, one thing to note is you don't actually have to You don't actually have to take out all of the enemies if you don't want to. So what I'm going to do is I've got I think, is that all of them? Yeah, I've got more wave. If you, for whatever reason, don't want to fast travel back to this area, what you can do is you can actually let the counter go down so you effectively, quote, lose the mission. And then you'll get a different mission to actually reclaim it, and you'll still get a reward from that. I can hear you guys up here. I'm actually really fortunate in this one because often you can get instances where you'll spend ages trying to find the creatures. So you're doing that thing you may notice now that these aren't appearing on my map as quest markers just yet. It's only when I've wiped out most of them they start appearing on your map. And sometimes they can just be really far away. I deliberately chose Dolly Sods because I knew it was a really, really simple one for me to defend. The enemies don't tend to get stuck. They're reasonably simple to take out. Alright, alright. I'm going to spend ages now trying to find the last ones. There's like one hanging around somewhere. Often I don't find the turrets are very useful, as opposed to I use them as a kind of like a way of knowing where the enemies are. Come here. There we go. Any more? At some point when you get... Oh, I've got one thing. At some point when you get a couple left, it'll start actually showing them on the map. You saw it just in the last attack, actually. Yeah, you see, you will get instances like this where you just can't find the last one or two, but it's fine. We'll find them. Oh, hello. See, fortunately, you're quite... Where are you? Where are you? I can hear you. Are they just... Oh, wait. See, I told you. It's like an alarm system. Hello, gorgeous. Right. And you. And see, and there we go. And I've got the last ones that actually appears on the map. You'll also find, often I'll find something just gets stuck. This, like, this guy's all the way over here. Super mutants are the worst. Because they tend to walk around. Thank you, mate. Right, so I will have completed this, and I'll get a reward in a sec. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you where all of the public workbenches are. They're in effectively a circuit, so you can literally just walk between them if you want, or kind of walk stroke fast travel. You do need to have a little bit of caps, because you will get a little bit of a caps reward, but you'll still be down by about 10. Oh, I haven't got that before. Hey, look, bear-proof trash can. So if I get that out, nice. So that's another thing. That's actually something I've wanted for a while. So that is... It is that one, which I think looks quite nice. It's quite a cool little trash can, is that? I'm getting that thing where it's... Okay, right. So that's probably the easiest way I found, and how I've been unlocking most of my plans going forward. Because it just saves you loads of money. And that's also how you unlock all of the rarer plans as well. It was through a defense mission that I actually got the warehouse walls, and I'm assuming that's how I'm going to get the barn walls as well. So let me show you where they are. Going from, am I actually being attacked, or am I just doing that thing where I'm just being yeah, okay, it's doing that thing where it's pretending I'm going to get attacked. I'll just use the stim pack. So going from the top here, I've unlocked all of them, so you can just literally do a little route. You've got the Tyler County dirt track. Apologies if I miss one. I shouldn't miss one. Then you've got a Gorge junkyard there, which is just north of... It's easy on the lighthouse. You've got Sunshine Meadows Industrial Farm, so that's really close to the Voltech Agricultural Centre. And you've got down here, you've got Billings Homestead. You've almost certainly seen that one before. It's really easy to see. That one, for some reason, glitched out, though, last time I tried, and I couldn't find the last enemies. You've got Charleston Landfill. You've got Beckley Mine Exhibit. This one's rarely claimed by anyone, but there is a little, like, ridge where sometimes the enemies get stuck and you have to kind of, like, sprint. Otherwise, you'll actually fail the mission. So just a sniff warning. This one's the hardest one, which is Mount Blair, just because it's such a big area. You actually start on top of Mount Blair, and all of the enemies will actually walk up the stairs, so it is quite time-consuming. But it is a cool one to defend. Going around... There's an airstrip somewhere. Where is it? Where's my airstrip? Where is my airstrip? Is this... Oh, yeah, Lakeside Cabins. I think that's one of them. But someone's on there already. There is another airstrip somewhere, probably. So there's Grafton Steel Yard. There's Hemlock Holes Maintenance. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I think. Oh, there was the one. Wade Airport. That's one. That one's quite a cool one, actually. And then you've got, this is probably one of the best ones, which is Federal Disposal Field HZ21, because that actually has nodes for nuclear material, and it's really, really easy for you to get it. Spruce Knob is a absolute nightmare. I wouldn't recommend doing it, but if you are doing it a route, fine, but it's just that the enemies have to walk up this massive hill, and they do get stuck. There is this one here, Abandoned Bog Town. Incidentally, I've actually seen Graham, the trader, walk through there a few times. I think he walks via the station. So, but that one's the enemies are quite high level, but it's a really simple one to defend. Dolly Sods, which is where we are right now. Thunder Mountain. All of the power stations have their own. So Thunder Mountain Power Plant Yard, Monongah Power Plant Yard, and also Poseidon Energy Power Plant Yard. And then I think it's just a couple more. So it's Red Rocket Mega Stop and the Converted Munitions Factory, which is actually a pretty cool one. I don't think I've missed out anymore. If I apologies in advance, if I have, don't get angry at me. It just means that I haven't found that one yet. So as you can see, you can do pretty much a kind of like circular route if you so please. And it's pretty straightforward to just kind of like fast travel around. Dolly Sods is one of the easiest. If you go to an area and the event to claim it doesn't unlock, the simplest way is just a server log. So just log out and log back in, and you'll find there's a very, very good chance that you'll actually get the quest to start it immediately. Just as an FYI, whenever you do a defense mission, it is free for you to fast travel back to these public workbenches. So, for example, it's actually quite useful if you just want to kind of if you're questing, for example. So say, for example, a great way is that my camp is currently up here right now. I can actually fast travel between these 2 points for free. So I never have to worry about actually, paying any caps other than the initial caps to claim it. But that is assuming you don't log out or someone doesn't claim it. Anyway, so I hope you guys found that useful. It's very, very helpful for the rarer of the settlement plans. I don't know how rare it goes. I don't know if, for example, you can get, say, the Decontamination Arch, or whether that's specifically linked to the Scorched Beast Queen, or some of the really, really expensive ones. I found things like lockers and stuff like that, which have a pretty hefty price tag. So I do think that nearly everything is actually on the available loot for these. Anyway, I will have a new building up video up soon. I was going to have one yesterday, but I kind of completely scrapped my build because I didn't like the way it looked. Hence why I'm doing this video instead. And I will also have a couple of the other game videos. Don't Starve, but also I've bought the new Resident Evil, so when that drops fully, I'll do a video on that. And I'm going to be playing Anthem when it drops, but that's probably not for another month or so. Anyway, until that point, you guys enjoy the last few hours of your weekend, and I'll talk to you lovely people soon. You take care.